All right, hi guys, it's Breezy up in Sitka, Alaska again. Sorry, I've moved again. I cleaned up a little bit today and put one of my other tables up in front of the other window so that I don't have to have the light on all the time. Just because I'm cheap like that. Power in Alaska is expensive, so I try not to have my lights on any more than I absolutely have to. And yeah, so I am going to show you guys how to do a 2-page frame spread, similar to the one that we did a couple of weeks ago, maybe even just a week or so ago. But I went ahead and done one side, as you can see here. And this is with the heart-to-heart border. This one right here. It is still available on the Creative Memories website. It's been around for a little while, but it's pretty popular. And yeah, so I'm just going to show you. I will link the blog link. I found this on the Creative Memories blog. It was one of the Japan advisors that did up the original. And when I actually use this in my album, I am probably actually going to cut this out and actually use my eggplant as the background, or I might even use a decorative paper. I don't know yet. I just don't want it all to be the same purple because I had different colors of purple in my wedding. And so, sorry, right now there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm pretty much just picking something that'll work with my wedding photos. So sorry if that doesn't interest you. And again, these will probably be very few photos on the pages just because they're 5x7s and there's only so many you can put on. You can only get like 2, maybe 3 on a page. And most of mine, I might have 2 that I could put together. So anyway, I am a Creative Memories Independent Advisor here in Alaska. And if you like this border punch, definitely order from your advisor if you have one. If not, hit me up and I can help you out. I do have one in stock here in Alaska if anybody is interested. And like I said, they are available online as well. Let me see. You can see I think you can see the whole map, but I'm going to go to this side just in case. And I'm going to use my mat and my ruler just because I already told you I'm not very good at math, but my ruler has more measurements. So I'm going, or smaller numbers, I guess I should say. So I'm going to put my 0 here on the 0 mark. And I am looking for 2 3/16. So for any of you people that are like me that are not that great with all the different numbers on the ruler, like your average quarters, halves, 3/4, all that I can do. When you start getting much smaller than that, I usually have to think about it a little bit. So 3/16 is 1, 2, 3 lines past the number that you're looking for. So 2 and then 3 dashes. So we're marking this corner at 2 3/16. Then we're going to mark this corner at 1.5. So I don't need my ruler for that. My mat has that information for me. So 1.5. And then I'm going to mark this top corner at 1.5 as well. So I'm going to put it over here on the 12 and mark it at the 10.5. Okay. So this is a little bit different than the last one because we didn't do anything but make a frame last time. And that's because this isn't an actual frame punch. This is just a border punch. So you can use everything for different things. You just got to kind of tweak it as you go. Okay, I got to find my 3 marks here. I see 2 of them. This one this one. Did I wind up marking the same one twice? Okay, so here's one. Okay, there it is. There's the one I began with. So you're going to begin with that biggest number, that 2 3/16. Now, what I did, because I'm just not very good at it, I just took a scrap piece of cardboard. It could be a scrap piece of paper. It could be whatever. And where's I already have my sticky on here? I don't remember. Oh, well. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to put a little bit more right back on top of it. And I'm going to place this piece of cardboard right on my 2 3/16 line, because I'm not going to be able to see it when I put this into the punch. But I want to be able to line it up on that black line. You know, this black line right here on the front of the paper, front of the punch. We've talked about it before. So you're not gonna be able to see your mark unless you draw the line all the way up, and I don't want to do that because I don't want to erase it. And I've got an ink pen, and it's not going to be photo safe, so I want to make sure that I can cut that off. So then I'm just going to pop this off once I get it lined up, and then I'm just going to punch 3 times. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to turn, and we're going to line this up at 1.5. And we really didn't have to mark that. I remember that from the first time. I'm just lining up my black line here with the line of the paper where it was cut. Hopefully you can see that, okay? And you've got your little white line on the inside as well on this one. I think there's a white line, or is that there's a black line in there. Sorry, the window's reflecting it back and it looked white. So I'm just going to line that black line up with the actual line here where it's already cut. And then this time there is no set number. We're just going to go to the end of the page. Okay. And one last, I did that again. I keep moving my paper apparently at the last minute. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this off, and I did it on that one too. Okay. So I'm just going to trim it here and here. I don't worry about that one because that piece is going to get trimmed off anyway. All right, and then we're going to come back over here and we're going to do the exact same thing on this side. So we're going to line that cut line up on the black line on this side of the paper this time, or excuse me, on this side of the punch this time. And then we're just going to punch until we get to the end again. I don't have it lined up. I think it's because my chair is a little low for this table, because I don't normally have this sort of issue with these. And make sure with these type of punches, if they have the triangles, that you line your triangles up on them. Because if you don't, you will over punch and you will mess it up. And I think that's what I did on the other one. I think I accidentally wasn't paying attention and covered up or didn't go all the way to my triangle like I was fixing to do right here. Okay. And then I'm trying to keep my scraps from falling on the floor. Now, all I'm going to do is I am going to take my scissors and trim right here on this corner. and make sure I get the ink off because it's not photo safe. If you use a photo safe pen, it's not going to be a real big deal. And I missed it anyway. Okay. And then just turn it and cut and cut. Okay. Now, with this particular punch, you get some really cute punch outs. Okay. You get some cute little hearts that you can use on your layout or in another layout or whatever. Sorry, trying to get them up here. I'm trying to get these off the page. So if you wind up punching a different color, you could always go back and fill in the open hearts with a different color. Totally up to you. You could just put them right back in there. Okay. Now in the blog post, she shows you embellishing each corner. Let me put this up here, get this out of the way, get my hearts over here because I want to keep those. And then you're just gonna line these up. And you've got a 2-page spread. Now, mine are not exact because obviously I've cut something just a little bit different. And it'll be just inside of the 12 inches because here's my 0 and my 12. So you could always have a different color behind here as well. And like I said, I most likely will trim these squares off, or these rectangles actually, and use my eggplant color. But let's see. We'll see what this looks like this. And I would flip this because I do not like that heart that I messed up being at the top. But if I have it at the top, I can have my title at the top. But anyway, I've already flipped the one, so we're going to flip it anyway. Because I'm not going to go back and redo it, even though I don't like this one right here. I somehow moved the punch. I will most likely take my Cricut and make a title for this, and then I will put one of my wedding pictures on there. I just don't know which one yet. Actually, it'll be more than one, obviously, but you get the idea. So, yep. Then you just take your photos. I don't have actual photos over here, and I've got to make sure I have permission from anybody that I post. But you can have, you know, different size photos on there. And then, let's see, is this a square here? Okay, so that's a rectangle. That's not going to work. But you guys get the idea. Here's another one. We could do it like this. If I wanted to use these same colors and then just back with the dark eggplant, I could do that. But yeah, so you would just embellish the corners and then obviously journal and embellish in the middle. I might next time actually go and try to make this a little bit more of a square instead of a rectangle. You guys let me know what you think. I think that's exactly what I would do next time. And we'll go from there. So you guys tell me what you think. I like this, then I will definitely be using it in my album for the wedding. And yeah, we'll go from there. All right. So